Here we are, summertime, everything's growing. The rain stops, time to mow hay. Mower's broke. 451 New Holland. So there's a tilt adjustment. And I went to the farm store and they go, we don't know what that is. The only tilt adjustment they said is the top link. And they even had a farmer in there, but there isn't. There's one here, and it's got these teeth. I gotta have to take it apart now. It's got these teeth, and the teeth, when you clamp the bolts together, the teeth are like this, so it can't move, you know. It's not a, if it was like a smooth, you could like shift a little, but there's teeth, so it doesn't go anywhere. And I thought, how am I going to replicate those teeth? Now, what do I do with that thing? It was out there. I think I put it on this bale of twine, yeah. All right, so here's the part. So they finally found the part. See how it's got, I call it teeth, grooves. Might be smarter. I've told you 10 million times, jailbreak, you're not allowed in here. Now go on, get out. Don't pay no attention to me. So, but I want to show you. So then I figured out, actually I figured out from the picture, because I had to take a picture to, which I might put in there. I had to take a picture to tell that guy what it was. And see, this goes in here like the teeth. Goes like that. And I go, man, it looks like that bolt's sheared off. And sure enough, because I was thinking it unscrewed, I've lost this part before, and I just lost the nut unscrewed, and this dropped into the field, you know. So, but this time the bolt sheared off, so I had to replace the bolt. Well, it's a carriage bolt. Well, it's, so I just got this, which he told me, but I just got this, grade 8. And, but there's a bolt that runs through here, which is the pulley, and there's this bolt here is the tensioner. So I had to get that out because I got to get this bolt in here. In here. And actually, I still don't absolutely positively know I'm going to be able to do it. I'll tell you in a second. Well, I can put it through this way. I can't get it in here, but it's still too long because this bolt has to go through here. I think I could get away with, see, this is 2.5. It called for 2 1/4. They didn't have a 2 1/4. I might be able to get away with a 2-inch. See, I've got a lot of space here. I'll have to run back to the store, I guess, or else I'll look in my thing and see if I got a 2-inch. But I got a grade 8 bolt, so it's not so likely to shear. I guess it's not. It would be better to put the bolt through this way. If it was 2 inches, and then I wouldn't do that. If it was 2 inches, well, gee, I don't know if it's going to go if it's 2 inches even. How'd they even get that in there to start with? It might. It'd be close. Look at what he did. He left, but he peed and he pooped. So they poop pretty much constantly. You don't see them peeing so often. You know, another thing, it depends on how you measure the bolt, which I might have got this, somebody might have put this in the wrong bin, because this is actually 3 inches long from that to that. Now it's 2 1/2. The bolt itself is 2 1/2. I think usually they measure the overall length, but I could be wrong. But an overall length of 2 inches won't quite make it. I don't think I can quite get a 2-inch bolt in there. 1 3/4 I could get in, But 1 3/4 isn't enough because I've got that 1 3/4 just peeked, the threads that just peek through, and I need more threads. I need a, where's that bolt? Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. I need about a 1/2 inch of threads, so I need a 2-inch bolt. That is to say, I need a shaft length of 2 inches, which is going to be at overall 2.5. And I'm going to have to put it through the wrong way. I'm going to have to put it through the wrong way, and then see, I can let's see, what can I do? I was going to say I can pretty well set the tilt with this bolt out before I put it back together. I could pretty well figure it, I think. As those guys, but see, one of my problems with my top length, it doesn't adjust very much. But anyway, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And if I had my welder, I could probably zap that nut on the inside so that it wouldn't turn, but I don't have a welder sitting out here, and I don't know, I'm a little reluctant to do any zapping anyway. Most guys, I'm guessing, just zap this, put it where they want it, and zap it, and don't worry about this adjustment feature. Another thing I could do, which I might do, is stack washers on this thing. Be kind of a lot of washers, though. I'd have to, well, actually, the only thing I have to do from this end, if I put it in this way, I just have to keep it out of the way of that bolt, which, let's see where it is, right? Let's see, how much does that give me for threads? See, that doesn't give me very much for threads either. Enough, though. Right there I can make it. And I've got this. About a 1/2 inch. I was going to put I could put a lock washer on it. Gee, that's unfortunate. With all this big goofy thing, they have to make this so close. I actually can't do it that way because that nut, there's not enough room for that nut. I got a problem. I cut this bolt and I let this part on to hit the, I think I could, it'll hit the top of the cross perpendicular bolt and keep this nut from unscrewing. And then I was just right in front of me was this bolt, which fits in there, but it's only a 1/2 inch, and you know, it's just not, it's just really close to the size of this bolt. But as I say, it's got there's two things different about it. One is it's a 1/2 inch diameter. It's about an 1/8 shorter. I don't know how they calculate that. And the head is a little different, but it fits in easily. But see, this one, there's just, I don't think there's any chance that one's going to go in. There's no chance. Well, it works. I don't know how much strength it's going to have with all those threads I cut off, but I think I'll try it. One problem is I can't really adjust it doing it this way, because if I unscrew this bolt, the nut falls off. I wonder if I should put that 1/2 inch bolt in there. I'm going to have to eventually. I think I'm going to have to get the real bolt eventually. I got that bolt in there somehow. Yee-haw! It just popped in there. I'm not sure how I did it, except I had adjusted this back. I don't know if that made the difference, or somehow it just popped in there like, ha! I could use a little good luck. Now the only thing I have to do is hold this end when I tightened it. But I think I can get in there, just jam something in there to hold it. And I don't think I need a whole full wrench. Can't believe I got that bolt went in there. I didn't need, it's not even quite long enough to catch all those threads, but it's in there, and it's a grade 8. It's a 5/8 grade 8. Should be adequate. I have to keep an eye on it. I need to weld something. I was thinking of welding this. It's like if this falls off, the bolt can't fall out. If the nut falls out, doesn't matter. But if I lose this, this cost me $60. Actually, there's one online for $40. But if I could just weld a little from here to here or something, or here, little wire or something, and we keep it from falling out. So, and it's, right now it's, you know, it's just pointed up just a little bit. That's just what I want. I don't have enough time now, I don't think, to mow it, do any real mowing. But I gotta feed the goats. I'll feed the goats. I'll mow some of this Johnson grass. They like it when it's about this tall. The Johnson grass I've been cutting on the other side is too tall. It gets too stemmy. See that big stem? And more stem than leaf. But they like this right here. I'm gonna mow this right here and feed the goats. Yay! And then tomorrow's 4th of July. But I might be able to start mowing at 10 and mow till noon, and then take care of all the animals, and then go to the party at 2 and make it there by 2. I still can't get over how that bolt went in. I keep thinking, because I think it's completely repaired, and keep thinking, no, it can't possibly be completely repaired. I was looking at you know, having to order parts or something, I don't know what. And oh, I was going to tell a little story about when I was working with my dad, because he's the one that got me started doing this handyman work. Sometimes we'd have something like that, we'd be struggle, and all of a sudden it would go in. And then we'd say, well, why did it go in? And then we'd take it back out to try and figure out why it went in, and then it wouldn't go in again. Or at least ways, it'd be a struggle. We'd have to struggle. So this time I didn't do that. It went in, it stayed in.